Man, it's that old thing, perseverance, consistency, hard work. My goal is to put the same work into, my businesses, my family that I put into football, and I've been running with that mantra since I got married back in '97, that if I'm going to have a successful marriage, I got to, the same hard work and same consistency and discipline I had on the football field, I got to put in my marriage and with my kids and with my businesses and all that. So it teaches you a lot, man. How to deal with your fellow man and not look at his color, but look at what he can do for the overall good of what you're trying to accomplish. So sports to me in general is just an incredible deal. When you talk about football specifically, because of the closeness of guys, I just believe it's an amazing sport.
Welcome to FootballGamePlan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook here. 2017 Giants minicamp with rookie safety Trey Robinson out of Furman.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No, appreciate you taking time, man. And one thing I noticed about your game back on film in college, the UCF game was a big game for you. You had the game-clinching interception. You're able to play multiple spots on the back end. Strong safety, free safety, you could play in the slot. Was that a big reason why you chose this opportunity, and how important is it to be versatile as a defensive back in today's game?
I know just with the way the league's changing, it's such a pass-happy league of such there's great offensive weapons on the field and so much versatility. You have to have that versatility on the defensive end. You have to have people that can play multiple positions and come down in the box, play deep. You need that versatility with the offenses we're facing today. And just knowing that I could come here and compete, and knowing my skill set, being able to be a versatile guy, being able to learn different positions and play inside, in the box, deep safety, whatever they need, it was definitely one of my main reasons for coming here.
Now, you mentioned in the box. I think you also can play this new age nickel linebacker, so to speak, playing close to the line of scrimmage, covering backs. Do you think that's an additional strength to your game that a lot of people don't know about?
I definitely do. In college, we had that package, but they just wanted me to stay deep. But I definitely think that's part of my game that I can definitely bring to the table. I like being down there in action. I almost like it playing a box safety, almost at times more fun than roaming around. I just like the close quarter combat, and I definitely think that's a skill I can add.
One thing that's unique about where you're coming from, the SoCon, I think because you have option teams in there, you have spread option teams like Mercer, you also have teams that can air it out and throw deep like Sanford. So do you think playing in the SoCon kind of helped prep you for what you're seeing out here? Definitely,
because you're adapting every day, and playing from week to week in the SoCon, you are adapting every day. You could be playing a Sanford who throws the ball 60 times a game to playing Wofford next week that don't throw the ball at all. So it's just being able to adapt to the different offenses and adapt your skill set for whatever game week you're getting into. I definitely think playing in the SoCon and all the different offenses we see helped me for here.
Now, you're a living example of it doesn't matter where you come from, it's all about where you're at, where you're going. You're coming from Furman, FCS program. How had Furman prepped you for being able to compete at this level, at such a high level?
Definitely coming from an FCS school, we're looked at a little differently, and it's fine, it's expected. But coming from Furman, just a tradition we've had, and just having the coaches that we had just instill the work ethic and hard-nosed football that we had in SoCon. Sure, there's quote-unquote lesser competition, but they prepped us to play as hard as you can and to the best of your ability, not to lower my game for players who are lesser than me, or skill-wise, I'm saying, and just to be able to play your best game at any time. And when you can come out here and do that, you can compete with anybody.
Now, here's a unique question I always want to ask someone, because I played college football, right? And I know coming into college football, I thought it would be just as the same thing as high school. But I realized that first week of two-a-days, the speed is different. Now, what's the biggest myth you already debunked by playing, going from college to pro? What's some things that you thought you were going to see that you realized, you know what, that's probably not true?
I've had a couple of my teammates from Furman that were able to get on the teams, and they were saying that they were able to pick up the playbook a lot really easily, because our playbook was pretty extensive at Furman. But they were saying, oh yeah, I definitely picked up the playbook quick. And that myth is debunked because of the New York Giants. This is definitely by far the hardest playbook I've had to pick up, but it's a good challenge to have. It's definitely, they expect a lot of us on the back end, and that's definitely my biggest challenge. I knew the speed was going to be different and all those things, but the playbook was definitely the biggest thing for me.
Well, we definitely wish you the best of luck. Move forward, man. Good luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Good job.